Destination America is known for their programming on paranormal activity and ghost hunting stories. But this season we have a new show called Ghost Brothers.
Yeah.
That yes, you can clap for that too. Actually, I think I sense the Ghost Brothers in the vicinity. I don't know, but like they're in our presence. But yes, Ghost Brothers is a story of 3 young men who, they go around the country sort of investigating different houses that are haunted. I had the opportunity to meet them in New York a couple weeks ago. They're very charming. They're also AUC, 2 of them are AUC alums. All right, from Clark, Atlanta. I'm Spelman, class of 98. But we're really excited to have them. And you know what? I actually, think that there were some spirits in the room before you guys got here that was trying to, stop our flow. My team contested. Turn it up.
Why is everybody white? If you are here, please reveal yourself. I'm Dave, the leader of the group. We're 3 best friends, all had paranormal experiences as kids. Now that we're grown, we're not afraid to look for answers. Bro, I can see why they say white folks don't do this stuff. Yo, this is not no magic right now. I'm Juwan, and I'm a ghost brother. You okay with us working together as equals? You know what happens in every horror movie when brothers by themselves. My name is Marcus, and I'm a ghost brother. I'm a ghost, right? That's why I have cotton with bro. You are not welcome on this property. Our mission is to hit the most haunted locations in America to prove that ghosts are for real. That's all I have. We are the Ghost Brothers.
Video? Oh, of course. I gotta do it all. Well, what's good, Ghost Brothers? I'm Alex Shaw from Stacks Magazine. How y'all doing?
Doing wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, now let's keep it real.
Let's do it.
3 Christian, black, young men chasing ghosts.
Yes.
Who had the real imaginary friend when they was little?
I used to hang out with my buddy dog. You remember my buddy dog, the fake Chucky?
Yeah. I was thinking, no, we couldn't do that in my household. We really couldn't.
That was my. He goes where I go.
I think that was my first.
Y'all on your own with that one, okay? No, my mama didn't play that. She was not playing that.
I mean, that's because your mama believes.
And she, of course, and she was like, I'm not playing with you.
You ain't playing with no my buddy dog.
So how do you bring up this conversation to your friends? Because Marcus, you work in a black barber shop and you have a lot of black clients. So who turns that conversation down?
I mean, no one turns it down. We just turn it up. Actually, like I think with us, especially in the barber shop, we talk about everything. So when we talk about everything, like I've realized that every black dude has pretty much had an experience in some type of paranormal, situation, and a lot more have them than you think. You know what I'm saying? So like when you bring it up, they be like, "Hey, dog, I didn't want to say nothing." Because brothers always like
They looking around, see who watching.
I didn't want to say
Nobody
nothing.
wants to admit to being scared.
But in my bedroom, I sometimes cry at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where they got from, but that's how I be, So I think that it's an open environment. Guys can really talk about what they want to, and ghost hunting is one of those things that we got chopping up now.
Yeah, I think everyone either has a ghost story or knows one.
I mean, but do you all ever go to like a room by yourself, or are you all ever find yourself in the dark and now you're starting to hear, even if there may not be something there, y'all starting to feel, all right, now hold on.
Let me tell you the truth. But when we first started, I told you, we didn't really have the finances to buy any equipment, so we was kind of doing it the hood way, just doing it ourselves with our cell phones. But when we linked up with Destination America, they gave us some equipment. And I remember before we started, I had some of the equipment in my apartment, and I was asleep, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and that REM pod was going off in the middle of the night. So it let me know that something was in my space. You know what I mean? That's the most afraid I've probably ever been in my life. because I had no one to run to. My bros wasn't there. I'm in my home.
That's
Something's
creepy.
going on.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, but how is it like with dating life? I mean, Marcus, you're already out the game. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
out the game.
you already out the game.
Sorry,
But how? But how is it with you two? Because I mean, the first thing if I hear you're a ghost chaser, I mean, because that kind of comes with your name already. Like, oh, that's Marcus, or you know, Dalen. They're ghost hunters.
Right,
like,
right.
how is that dating life?
It's kind of. A lot of women get kind of weirded out when you tell them that you're ghost hunters because they always feel like you're attaching spirits. You might bring something back with them, but then when you tell them you got a TV show, like, oh, that just go out the window. They don't even care what it is.
Don't worry about that. I don't mind that STD that's spiritually transmitted.
That's spiritually transmitted.
Spiritually transmitted.
Spiritually
That's what STD
transmitted.
stands for. Spiritually transmitted disease. And that's what they don't want. So they be really reluctant to date. And then they be like, oh, you got a TV show? Well, it could probably be cured.
Right.
So it's good.
Okay, so one last thing. How do you all unwind? Like, what is the best method for you all to unwind with? You all have your music? Do you all unwind to Young Thug? Like, how do y'all unwind?
Like every urban young African American dude would.
With prayer,
Yeah, prayer, scriptures.
Okay, my mind just kind of
I'm
went
just
somewhere else.
playing.
I'm sorry.
I'm just playing. You know, we listen
My mind went somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah, we listening to shoot, we listen to everything.
nah, it
And
all depends on the mood.
Yeah, I'm a writer, so I write in my spare time. Like anytime I can get to a pen and paper, I'm writing something with a script, a short story, or just something like that. So I just always write something.
I'm usually kind of like caught reading, just different stuff. Like, I don't know, just kind of how you decompress. You just bring yourself back down because energy's high, emotions are high, and like it's just your mind's racing. And so to calm me down, I'll either put on some music, maybe we'll talk, but at the end of the day, I'll end up just like reading.
Because when we were recording or doing the show, our theme song, for some odd reason, was that Future and Drake had dropped.
Yeah.
So we was all up in there with Kentucky Blue on the board. You know what I'm saying?
And we
So,
rock Kentucky Blue on me, yo.
you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, man. We just regular dudes, man.
Just like on the show, we appeal to laughter.
Yeah.
We appeal to laughter in our real life. Like that's just really food for our soul. It's medicine for our soul. Like we laugh to keep from crying. Like that's just how we comfort ourselves at the end of the day.
But how hard is it trying to keep up spirits? And this one over here is making y'all laugh. Like, I ain't playing.
But that's good because it breaks that tension.
It does.
Because sometimes you're really, really scared. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of ego involved. It's three young men. You know what I mean? I don't want my boys to know that I'm genuinely afraid. So if Marcus cracks a joke, that gives me, time to laugh.
You
Real
like,
quick.
ha ha,
I
he's
take
great.
that. Right.
Because that's me telling the joke.
Right.
That's me telling the joke to get my scaredness out. Because, boy, there's been some times where that hair jumps on the back of your neck and you're like, what about the chicken that crossed the road, guys? Like, knock, knock, y'all. So,
All right, so one more time, shout out Ghost Brothers that is airing this or next week.
yeah, next week.
Go ahead.
Check out Ghost Brothers on Destination America, April 15th, tax day, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. You can check us all out on our Instagram page. Ms.B, Marcus Harvey.
I'm Dalen Spratt.
I'm Juwan Mass, and we are
The Ghost Brothers.
Awesome.
That's your
Ghost.
Kicking them out.